What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about all of the JP news. Now, I was going to upload a video yesterday. Luckily, I didn't, because I wanted to also talk about the website. There was like a data download yesterday on JP, introduced a bunch of new characters. We know what their abilities are. We will go through them in this video today, but I want to talk about the website first, because it reveals, upcoming events, as well as more stuff relating to the version 10.0 update. So we'll go ahead and go through it. So the last time I made a video about this website, this artwork up the top here has changed. Previously, it was like the Straw Hat characters leaving Logtown, and then the Legend Arlong and the Legend Shanks were all on the website here as the changing artwork. And now you can see there are a bunch of new artworks. So we have, well, it's only two. So we've got the new Moria, and we also have the CP9 and Spandam character, which we'll go ahead and talk about in this video. So 55 days until the 6th anniversary. Very, very excited to see what they're going to do. Let's go ahead and scroll down. So let's actually start from the start here. So this event is a clash. It is basically a clash style event. There's more details on the subreddit Discord, which we'll go through in a second. But you can actually recruit these characters, and it's very interesting because this is the first raid boss that is getting a 5-star plus. This character debuts as a 5-star and then gets a 5-star plus. I'm not a big fan of when they introduce debuting characters with super evolutions or stuff like that, because it means that they're not really future-proofing the character. But we'll go through his abilities because the character is actually really, really good. And then we have on the 23rd is when this Kizuna clash will be going ahead, which will going to be the Gecko Moria. Artwork looks really clean, by the way. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do here, because if you guys don't know about the video that I've made previously about JP, with this Kizuna clash, it is a new style of Kizuna clash that they're going to be debuting here. Now, this is only just for this event, and I assume if it gets like a lot of traction and a lot of people enjoy it, they'll bring this style back in the future. So what's happening is you get to team up with other players. So you and a bunch of other players will be able to team up and form an alliance, and then your alliance is going to try and clear as many clears, basically, of the Kizuna clash as you possibly can, and you rank up against other alliances. That's basically the gist of how it's going to happen here. The only thing we don't know is how many people can you have in your alliance at once, and like what are the major rewards. Like, is there an incentive to continuously farm a Kizuna clash in an alliance format? We'll have to wait and see. And as I said, I really hope it's successful, because this means that they could potentially bring more alliance style things into different game modes, which I'm definitely excited about. So this is going to be on the 23rd, and this is out today. As of me recording this video, this event is actually out, so that's pretty cool. Now, scrolling down here, we have a brand new Sugo Fest, which debuts a limited rare recruit Sogeking. Now, when we first saw this, we did think it was going to be a Sugo Fest exclusive. Unfortunately, not the case. It is just a limited rare recruit Sogeking inside of a Sugo Fest. Again, we'll talk about that in a minute. So we've got this event here. We have, obviously this event with the Kizuna clash, and the Burning Whitebeard ship is actually returning as well. You've got the Kizuna clash, of course. This is a Burning Mary ship. This is also available as of today. It gives you 5 less cooldown at the start of the quest. I believe it makes perfects easier to hit, and it gives you 1.5 times attack, so it is actually a pretty good ship. Number 5 here is the Burning Moby Dick ship, so it gives you 2 times EXP, 1.5 attack, and it has a special ability to do a 20% health cut. Not bad. And then also, this is about the login. If you log in basically 50 total days between, the event and when the anniversary drops, you get 50 rainbow gems, which is good. And step 7 is a login streak bonus thing. Nothing else is really listed here. You've got the actual history of Treasure Cruise here. Now, this is actually new. So previously, this event was here, which showcased which characters were the most used captains in One Piece Treasure Cruise history. So you've got Lucy at the top, V1 Rayleigh is number 2, you've got version 1 Akainu as number 3, I think one of them was Clash Mihawk, and then 5+ Luffy. This time around, this is the most defeated event, I'm pretty sure, or most defeated clash, because all of these are clash events. You've got Clash Mihawk as number 1 with 19.5 million clears. Then you've got Doflamingo, and then you've got Fat Usopp, for some reason is the 3rd highest raid that's ever been cleared on Japanese Treasure Cruise history, which is a very big surprise. I don't remember the other two. I think we can go through it on the subreddit Discord, but one of them is Blackbeard. I know that for sure. So there we go. That's pretty interesting. Now, if we go over to the version 10 information page, this was the information that was listed previously when I made a video about it, talking about they're going to revamp the story mode. After you complete a story mode, all the missions inside of a story mode, there's going to be a harder difficulty, and when you clear it, you get rainbow gems and other rewards. I like that idea. But they're actually introducing a brand new thing to this version update, which is the revamp of the main screen when you log into One Piece Treasure Cruise. You know, when you first log into Treasure Cruise, the first screen you see is the story mode, right? You got the story mode, you can scroll along between the story islands. That is being changed. So when you first log in, you actually see the current team composition that you have set right at that current point in time, and you can see you've got like Luffy and Zoro here as the captain. I love this screen. It looks so clean, and they're just changing things around. So all of the buttons are going to be accessible around the character in the middle of the screen there. You've got your Chopman mission still. This is your friends list, I believe. This is your mailbox. This is news. So the news coup is actually going to be disappearing, and you're going to be getting the button here to view the news. You can actually click the voice line straight away, which is pretty interesting if the character does have a voice. All of the buttons down the bottom will still be the same, and also a revamp of the news board. So when you go to the news board, if there is an event that you can go ahead and farm straight away, you can click a button to be directed to that event directly, so you don't even have to like scroll through a bunch of different menus to get to certain positions. If you go to the news board and you see an event, you can click it and it will take you straight there, which is good. And it looks like that's going to be for a bunch of different missions. You've got the Rayleigh's Bazaar, you've got unlockable quests. The gem, I assume, would probably be like summoning, like Sugo Fest potentially. And so you got a bunch of different stuff here. So I like the revamp of the main screen. And of course, this is event number 2 for version 10.0. There's going to be 2 more reveals for this update, which I'm really excited to see what they're going to be about. So now let's go ahead quickly over to the One Piece Treasure Cruise subreddit Discord for some translations about the upcoming events. So limited rare recruit Usopp is starting today. 30 gems for the first pull. 2, 5, and 8 is a tavern unit, and 3, 4, 6, and 7 is a limited rare recruit unit. Bunch of characters rated up, nothing special. We will talk about the Usopp in a little bit. Now, this is the raid event that's starting today, which we did say was going to be the CP9 characters. This character is the first 5+ raid unit in One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. There's going to be 4 different difficulties, and there is an chance to encounter a special invasion appearing from the 10-star difficulty, where there's a chance to drop a crystal skull for the CP9 characters. Hopefully, they don't need 5 of these crystal skulls, because I mean, look, I would assume that this invasion thing is going to be kind of difficult. We'll have to wait and see. As I said, this stuff drops literally today, so I don't know anything about these events. Unique limit break materials will be available for the characters, so you have to farm it quite a lot to get the materials. And there'll be special Chopman missions where you can get, where if you use Luffy or Usopp, you can get a Robin guaranteed ticket reward. That's pretty cool. And clear each difficulty with a quick and side team for 5 gems. That's pretty good as well. So a nice free-to-play event, and this unit is very, very good, by the way. There is a new campaign mission, which doesn't really list anything too crazy. This is more translations about the stuff today. And this is the Robin guaranteed ticket from the CP9 clash. So if you do get a red, you're guaranteed to get either Nami Robin or Sai Robin, which is crazy, right? Because Nami Robin is very powerful, and Sai Robin on JP does have her super evolution, and she's really good. Like, honestly, one of the best cerebral captains in the game. Her special ability got updated as well. But even if you do get a rare recruit, you're still guaranteed to get one of these other Robin characters, which is pretty good because most of them are pretty usable. So that's cool. Let's go ahead and go through the character information. So the first one I guess we'll go through is this guy right here, which is the new raid unit. So as we said, he does have a 5-star version and a 5-star plus version. So the first one is a strength unit. When you super evolve the character, they become a quick unit. We'll just talk about the super evolved version because that's the main version of the character you're going to have. So first of all, boost the attack of Driven and Slasher by 3 times, and a 1.2 times HP boost, so that's fine. But if this character becomes your captain in the middle of a quest, you get a 3.75 times attack boost to Slasher and Driven, own attack boost by 4.25, and reduces paralysis and special bind on all characters by 2 turns. Very powerful captain ability, and of course, because they have an effect where they get a buffed ability when they become the captain in the middle of an adventure, of course, they're going to have a special effect where they swap into your captain position for 2 turns, which is good because you can use it preemptively before you walk into a stage to avoid the enemy's captain swap as well. So that's a really cool mechanic that you could use here. But their special ability is really good, reducing resilience and rainbow shield % damage reduction by 5 turns. Also changes empty and block and bomb orbs on Driven and Slashes into matching. So this unit is pretty good. No qualms from me. The only thing that I'm not really that happy about is that when this character super evolves, they actually do not change their artwork, which I think is a missed opportunity. It would have been cool, like, potentially, like, this is the regular version, and then if they super evolve, like, Spandam gets thrown out, and it's just, like, Rob Lucci, and then the other CP9 characters are surrounding him. That would have been cool. But look, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it, but interesting. The character's very good. Now, the last thing I want to talk about really quick to end this video is going to be the limited rare recruit Sogeking, this character right here, who is a quick shooter character. So this character like when I first saw his abilities, everyone thought he was a legend, but then after reading it, you understand like, yeah, this is not legend worthy, right? So the captain ability is boosting the attack of Quick and Psy by 2.75, 3 times boost after 2 perfects, and 3.25 after 4 perfects. Not a very good captain ability in my eyes. Crewmate ability, quick characters get 40 plus stats, nothing good, but you do get the ability to completely remove the blindness effect, which is called remove SFX, which is very good. Crewmate abilities like that are always going to be useful. Like remove SFX isn't that huge of a debuff depending on the content you're going up against, but it's always nice to have a unit that can just get rid of it. Now his special ability does a lot of things. So first of all, 150,000 fixed damage to all enemies, which is good. He also reduces enemies rainbow shield % damage reduction by 3 turns, and reduces your crew's paralysis also by 3 turns. So pretty good utility. Fixed damage AoE, really good. Now for 1 turn, he'll also boost the slot effects of Quick and Psy characters by 1.75. Also very good. But then there's an added effect that if you have 5 or more characters on your team that are Quick or Psy, and you tap 4 perfects during the turn you use the special, in the following turn you get a 2.25 times orb boost instead, which is crazy good. So a multi-turn orb booster is always going to be a character you want to actually get a hold of, though considering a Sugo Fest like this, and we know that the 6th anniversary for One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan is not that far away, I would strongly suggest if you are a JP player to avoid this Sugo Fest. It just doesn't seem that good to me. This character obviously is really good in this raid event because they want you to go ahead and use him, because you need to be running teams with Luffy's and Usopp's or Quick and Psy characters, and this guy fulfills both of those conditions. So it makes sense why they release a character like this, but no, I don't think he's worth spending the rainbow gems on. He just doesn't seem as powerful as some other limited rare recruits in my eyes, but he is still a good character. Like if you get him, you wouldn't be mad, right? You definitely wouldn't be mad. But there we go, that's the full rundown of all of the JP characters so far. We don't have information on the Kizuna Moria just yet. I really hope we do get information on him soon, because I'm really intrigued to see what he's going to be all about. And it is kind of strange that they're just dropping a Kizuna like this, because recently on JP, they introduced a Kizuna mode of a dual unit of Ace and Marco, and that's one of those Kizunas where you can't max them straight away. You have to do multiple different Kizunas in order to max them out. So it's kind of weird that they're just going to shove in a brand new unit straight away. And they did it not long ago as well with the unit, what is it called? There was a Coalla, like a Valentine's Coalla unit as well. So they're just shoving in all these units. I'm not really too sure if the limit break materials for Ace and Marco are also available. I'd assume so. Either way, it is what it is. Brand new Kizuna Moria, really interested about that, especially because it's got that team composition, you know, with the alliances. Really am interested to see what that's all about. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.